hello, my little gremlins. We are playing Lucid9, and MadtheDragon just shoved an onion ring in her mouth.
What?
No! Not in the mic! Not in the mic! This is not that kind of channel. ASMR eating food. Choose closer.
Hey, usually when I snack, I put the microphone at a distance, I set it down. But you brought it up,
I know,
so I have to prove it, you know?
Okay. We're playing Lucid9. I am Fuzzyblueninja, your gremlin queen, your benevolent ruler, and my associate MadtheDragon.
Hey, I don't want to be in this kingdom anymore.
You don't have a choice. You already signed the papers.
I know, and you locked me in the closet, so here I am.
You get daylight sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes when we play Dead by Daylight, but that doesn't happen very often.
That's true. We'll play it on the channel one day, I promise. I promise.
Oh, but I need better internet.
You need a better device to play it on.
I do okay. But
and the internet here is phenomenal where we live.
okay, I don't know.
It's just your computer.
You mean laptop?
It's
You
just
mean
your
Billy?
laptop. It's just Billy.
Billy, my laptop.
Billy.
He was doing okay at my where I used to live, not the place before. But don't say that out loud.
I'm like, oh, and you're like, no, and I'm like, okay.
Because there's temporary places in which we live, but that was not temporary, and I prefer keep that off the internet.
That's fair. Okay. I think it's just because Billy's been just slowly degrading as laptops do, and you never restart him.
I did it last night.
Oh, good. Okay.
And then it didn't work this morning. It was still just as laggy.
Okay. Well, it might be space-wise, but I'll Google that with you later. We'll fix it later. Anyway, to the visual novel we're here to play. What was the voice I did for him?
Oh no.
We make our way to the lively shopping area 2 blocks away from campus.
No, that's too nasally.
That's too nasally?
Uh-huh.
A couple of details catch my attention.
That's too, forward.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know!
There's endless posters and billboards plastered with faces of politicians with
That's
broad,
still two main
candid
characters.
smiles. This is the main character!
Yeah, but you didn't do a main character voice for him. You did I'm tired.
Okay, fine.
If that makes any sense.
Ahem. Proclaiming in bold letters, back to prosperity. The recession is over, and do more with more. Fun scrolling tablets and giant projected screens. That's normal. There's the smoker.
That's
and his buddy.
normal. That line, that was correct.
There's the smoker and his buddy, the random drunkard. A group of tourists clutching electronic pamphlets titled "Welcome to the glorious metropolis of Isamu! Every freaking time!
Isamana. Just give up halfway through. It's fine.
Of Isamu. Dang it, now we southern! While taking pictures in front of every possible location. And most of all, the ordinary Isamite.
Okay.
Power walking down the sidewalks with resumes clutched in their hopeful hands. That's also normal. Everything is normal. Completely normal. So, why do I feel so uneasy?
You're being watched.
Woo! Maybe it's the skyscrapers. I've never liked them. They're too tall, and I always get the impression that they're watching me.
You're being watched.
Not like guardians either, no. Not some benevolent force that's watching over the city. More like staring, waiting for the right moment to strike.
You're being watched by a painter-killer dude that has a bad sense of color theory.
Yes, that is very true. And then there's the smog. That's terrible. That terrible whiskey pollution that sits on my skin like a coat of hard mud. Every breath is disgusting. Every breath is necessary. This is just...
That's so
This is
sad.
a commentary on living in a big city. This is why I'll never live in a big city. I freaking hate big cities. I'll visit them. I'll go to New York. I'll walk around for a bit. I'll go on little shops. I'll hang out in Times Square. Be like, whoa, I'm a tourist. And then I'll dip and go back to my rural little farm town.
I
Live
learned
peacefully.
I went to Seattle once, and I learned that it wasn't beginner friendly.
No, Seattle is very not beginner friendly.
Well, just the roads, they're awful. If you don't live there, you can't figure them out. We had Siri up and everything.
Yeah. Siri's unhelpful on a good day.
Well, and me, we have Siri turned up all the way. We have me on the phone, because my parents are driving. Because, you know.
Yeah.
So, and, like, they have their own phone with it facing them so they could, like, double check. And I'm trying to tell them which lane they're supposed to be in.
Fun.
And then magically, poof, we got in a bus lane. How? No one knows.
I almost spit my cheese grit on my microphone.
But it was true. We looked down, like, on the road and it says bus lane. And I'm looking at the app and I'm like, dudes! It's a bit of warning, you know?
How did we get in the bus lane? I don't know.
And then just there was hills. We had a minivan and the hills were like, oh, not 90 degrees, but at least like 45, maybe a little bit more.
Ooh.
And you're just like, trying to get up those hills.
Dude, that's like the hill my parents live on. Like, I drive a Ford SUV. It's a small SUV, but it's still kind of a decent sized car. But it's not my Expedition.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't have that V8 engine that I've come to rely on going up hills. Because you hit the hill and you can feel it just go. That one, you'll hit the hill and you start to slow down and you almost start going backwards. And then the turbo kicks in and you go up the hill. And I'm like,
Yeah, so it's like
this
that.
is 2017 Ford, what is happening?
It's like that, but worse.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever drive a minivan.
I
I probably will at some point in my life.
Well, if you plan on being a mother, plan on driving a minivan.
Still. They are in tandem. They come together. Motherhood,
Minivan.
That is just
Jinx
you owe me
Yumi
soda.
soda,
Jinx
Jinx
you owe me
Yumi
soda.
soda,
Jinx
Jinx
you owe
Yumi
me
soda,
soda.
Jinx Yumi soda.
Dang it! Dang it! I lost.
Yes, I did it, finally. Now it's been recorded in history. This is the first time I've won after we both realized that we said the same thing. Ooh. Okay, let me record this for posterity. Mostly being me.
You're gonna pass it on to your children. This is where we are with Fuzzy's descendants and Jinx.
Mm-hmm.
Keep track of it thoroughly.
Gosh darn it.
It'll just go throughout the generations. The world will end, and our record of Jinx will still exist.
And I'll be like, why the heck does it always end on 2 and 3? And I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, freaking no, man, it just does. I hate the city. I really, really do. We get so off topic.
I'm sorry.
No,
It's being boring.
Okay. Too bad that there's nothing better. Not really. Too bad that Isamu has always been the best, if not only, option.
Liar. I mean, he's not lying, but
Pay
he's been lied
attention,
to.
you idiot! I'm startled out of my thoughts by Masato grabbing my arm and yanking me out of the street.
Man, that was a really loud. Oh, well, that would make sense. It looks like
Yeah.
he's about to be
Do
ran
you
over.
not see the red light? Red means stop! This is you.
Channeler, my inner All Might.
All Might!
And stop means your velocity reaches 0.
Oh, right, he's smart.
Yeah, for some reason.
You could have been run over. Well, yeah, wait.
No, that was correct.
You could have been run over by a truck!
That was correct, yep.
Despite myself, I'm touched by their concern.
Oh.
I'm fine, let's go. After eyeing me for a long moment, Yahiko shrugs and balanced to GFC's automatic doors, activating the motion sensor with a flourish. Ladies first. Lady, where? Right here. She
No.
slaps a hand on my shoulder with a cheery grin. Ooh, a good one. You mean Yama's been a girl all this time? Oh, heavens no! That'd be really awkward, actually.
Why?
Because I'm not a lesbian.
No, that's actually a valid point. I gotta think about this now.
Let's go have some chicken. Boy, I'm so hungry. Fried chicken. Let's go. She quickly steps into GFC, leaving Masato thoroughly bewildered.
I don't get it. Like, why is it awkward?
Beats me. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have a good idea, but there's no way I'm bringing it up. Look, are we having chicken or not?
No. I'm gonna get a salad.
He is the track star. He's got to watch his waistline.
Of course we are. What do you take me for? A person who gets salads?
that was poorly done. Well, a good thing that neither he nor Yahiko are very perceptive.
That's true. They both seem super dumb.
Without further ado, we enter GFC.
You know, I only went to KFC once in my life, and my dad brought out, it was like to go. My dad was bringing out the food, and my dad looked at my brother, one of my older brothers, and has a cup of soda and he's like, don't grab this by the top.
And he grabs it by
He grabbed it by the top, and the top fell off, and then there was soda all over the car. We haven't been since.
Nice. I love the Colonel Sanders chicken in the background.
Oh, that's great.
He's beautiful. I'd play a dating sim with him in it. General Fried Chicken has always been a favorite of students from the academy. It's fast, it's cheap, and it's within walking distance. It's also pretty nice considering that it's a fast food outlet. Tables are clean, the walls are lined with cushioned booths, and the red and beige paint slathered on the walls seems fresh and pristine.
Oh, that's nice.
For some, the smell of heavy grease and oil is overbearing. For us, it's the smell of pure heaven.
It's alright.
Ugh, this place smells like death. Well, most of us. Weren't you the one who was in such a hurry to come in? Fried chicken. Shut up. After we order and pick up our chicken, we slip into the nearest booth. Masato rifles through his wallet, a frown crossing his lips.
Dang it. That dough's cocky.
The pause! The pause! The dough's cocky. The pause.
What the heck?
I love how you're trying to read it again.
The dough's cocky, right? That's what it says.
I have no clue what he just said.
Okay, thank you.
It's not just you.
It's like,
What? Thankfully, no one else seems to know either.
yeah.
Masato was slightly startled, as if he hadn't noticed that we were there.
Nothing. So, how was class?
That's pretty suspicious. But we all decided to let it pass. We're nice like that. Pretty good, but I don't know anyone in my class. This is you! You! Put down your Mountain Dew water bottle!
I'm trying to drink the Mountain Dew. Anyway. What are they giving? What?
All Might! What? They're giving you a hard time!
What, they giving you a hard time?
That was not All Might! That was like his sister who has anxiety!
No, just kidding. I don't. Not, at least, I don't know what I have. It's something.
You have some... For some reason, my first thought was gonorrhea, but that's not possible. Okay.
Just go around telling people I have gonorrhea. They're like,
I can't sit anywhere. I have hemorrhoids. Dumb vine. What? Nothing like that. It's just, you know, you guys are a year older, and Akira's in a different class this year. This is you.
I'm closing my Mountain Dew.
Aggressively.
Okay? I just needed a sip. Bah, I'm sure you'll make truckloads of friends.
Yeah, you're almost as charming as me, bruh. My dudette. My girl. Thanks, guys. I'm not your girl, though. Don't ever call me that again. Despite the cheery exchange, I noticed that there's a shadow to Ruby's eyes. She's depressed.
That would make sense.
Love interest. Go to her! Go to her! Yamato? Yamato!
Do we really like her, though? We gotta be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, she's better than Elizabeth. I hate Elizabeth.
Elizabeth sucks. We hate Elizabeth.
As a person voicing Elizabeth, I hate Elizabeth.
She definitely should have a lot of friends. She's likable, warm, fun, and talented.
Ooh.
But for reasons unknown, chooses to spend most of her time with me.
Oh, really?
Useless cynic. Akira, an optimist with a few screws loose. I've always wanted to ask why, but a small part of me is afraid that the moment I bring it up, she'll realize it. And leave.
No, she has a crush on you, you idiot.
Yeah, come on, man. No, I need to do this. It's the least I can do. Why don't you hang out with your classmates? The words come out a lot harsher than I intended. Why don't you hang out with your classmates, you nerd?
Idiot!
The words come out a lot harsher than I intended, but Rui doesn't even seem to be offended. Her expression darkens, but it's one of anger, not hurt. I don't want to hang around people like them.
Like them? What are they?
Why
Zombies?
They're a bunch of fakes. All they do is judge me, or others in the class, or even one another.
That happens, yeah.
They're not outright mean, but I don't like it when people talk behind my back.
Hey, honey, you are doing the same thing.
Just a little bit, yep. And they pick on this shy girl in our class for no reason. It's stupid.
Then be friends with her.
Really hate them, don't you? Not really, but we don't get along.
Why are you judging the whole class based on the actions of probably a few?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Overgeneralization. You're like, it's time to go into argumentative mode. I need to dissect this entire argument and you as a person.
I do that a lot, though, with characters like this.
You do.
Especially when I'm watching movies, and then at the end you'll be like, what did you think of the movie? I'll be like, it's fantastic. It's like,
Except Peach sucked in the Mario movie. And I was like...
so mad. She was so mean for no reason. And you might be like, well, she wasn't really mean. And I was like, no, she was like pity mean. Like,
she was.
I look down upon you, so I shall be nice to you.
Just a little bit.
Which is even worse than my personal
She's the product
opinion.
of modern feminism in writing.
Like, even, not really. Because, like, modern feminism is, well, you know, like the bad one that's in your face and whatever, doesn't pretend to be nice. It's
That's
very
true.
much in your face, right?
Yeah.
And they did a good job with making Peach a heroine without shoving it down your throat, which was nice, right?
I did like that. That was good.
It feels natural and not, like, political. I just don't like her. Anyway.
She idly picks at her chicken. The air feels somber and heavy.
Why do I always have to do that before? You're like clear my voice of absolutely nothing. Hey, you know what we need? To be able to read. A competition!
Now is not the time to bring up competitions, Misato.
Oh, that's how he
Actually, that's a good idea!
Oh.
Wait, what? She's never said that before. Generally, because Misato's never come up with any good ideas.
Yeah, that's usually how that works.
I have to sit this one out, or I won't even be a contest, bro.
So, you and me, Yama?
No thanks.
You don't even know what it is.
Fine. What is it?
Who can eat the most triple S in the shortest amount of time? What the
No
heck is a
thanks.
triple S?
Probably some super greasy food that'll probably kill you. Give you a heart attack.
It's fine. I'll get diabetes anyway. Hey!
The Triple S Hot Wings is GFC's most famous menu item in order of blindingly spicy wings.
That makes sense.
I don't particularly feel like disabling my mouth forever, thanks.
Who wants to watch?
I glance at Rui. The prospect of watching a competition does seem appealing to her. Probably because she can make fun of the stupidity of it all. Well, if it'll cheer up Rui. Oh, gosh, I need serious help.
It's Rui? Or...
I call her Rui.
Okay.
Fine, you're paying though. Never fear. The generous Yahiko Ikari shall bestow you with the necessary funds.
The frat boy voice just brings it all together.
Great. You shell some cash to... that was a mix between the two. You shell some cash to Misato, who takes it with a nod of thanks. Oh boy, this will be fun. For me. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Why not, brah? You mean, why wouldn't I want to participate in a competition that could potentially ruin my mouth and traumatize me forever? Yeah, exactly. This guy sometimes. I wonder if he's trying to be this, well, stupid.
Oh, yeah!
Misato returns and slides 2 platters of Triple S hot wings to the center of the table.
Now, remember, every good competition needs a good audience. Let me hear it for Team Kurogan.
Kurogane.
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 What? And then I do a backflip!
Hey, Rui, why ain't you cheering?
Because I hate you. Huh? Oh, I'm in character as an audience member who's cheering for Yama.
You and your drama club. Fine. Give it up for Team Ishimoto.
Yeah! Everyone in the restaurant drops into silence and stares at us. I elbow her in the rib, feeling a flush creep up on my cheeks.
Oh, that's so funny.
Stop that. What? I'm in character. Little tongue. Sure you are.
Okay, whatever. Let's get going.
We lean forward, hands just a hair away from the tray as Rui looks on with an expectant smile.
3, 2, 1, go!
Misato immediately starts shoveling hot wings into his mouth, but I take a few moments to gather myself before I take a bite. The chicken seems to explode in my mouth, sending streaks of fire down my tongue. I got finally engulfed in some water. This was a terrible idea. Woohoo, you must have failed me, marvelous minion. Oh, everyone is actually watching.
No.
Yeah, you got your Furiyama. It's like fun. But now that I've noticed, it's kind of embarrassing. Gee, thanks. It's not like I'm doing this for you or anything. Grimacing, I shove the remainder of the wing into my mouth and spit it out. The beat burns down my esophagus and simmers in my stomach. Come on, Yama needs his cheering squad. Rip, rip, rip! Kick him in the knee!
That's actually pretty okay.
That's not bad. Rip, 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 Ross! Kick him in the other knee! Go, Sato, go, Sato! Misato spits out his bones on the platter. 3 wings down already. I've just started my second. For some reason, that makes me feel unusually competitive. Woo, you got this! You're beating it, bro! Ice cream soda! Banana split! We think your team's full of... shift to the left! Shift to the right! Stand up, sit down! Fight, fight, fight!
The way of avoiding all swear words.
It's great. As she finishes her chant and quickly turns away to hide her embarrassment, I barely work through one more mouthful of fried chicken before giving up. There has to be another way. Yeah, 5th wing down, keep going, brah!
Oh my gosh.
Go, Yama! My eyes landed on an innocuous packet sticking from beneath the chicken bucket. GFC hot sauce. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. While Masato reaches for his 6th wing, I surreptitiously rip the end of the hot sauce packet and squirt it all over his platter. He only smirks at me.
It's gonna take more than a little ketchup to win.
He bites triumphantly into the wing.
Oh.
Oh, that's not ketchup. He freezes. I swear that steam comes out of his ears. It's GFC's signature hot sauce. A desperate Masato launches out of the booth and sprints to the soda machine. Wait, brah. That was cheating! Is it wait, whoops. Is it cheating if there weren't any rules in the first place? Either way, it was pretty dirty. Poor Masato. As pointedly as Masato, she looks pointedly at Masato, who's slowly dragging himself back into the booth while chugging a huge cup of water. I feel a slight tinge of guilt at his suffering, but Rui's obviously improved mood makes it worth it.
Oh, this ain't all and oh.
He keels over the table, somehow managing to continue drinking from his cup. Oh, that reminds me of the latest episode of Governor Mercher. Of what? You mean you haven't heard of Governor Mercher?
No.
Do you have to yell so loudly?
No.
Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't been kicked out for causing a public disturbance yet.
Same.
But one cannot help but yell at the eyewitness of Governor Mercher! Okay, fine, what is it? It's this web series that a couple of my hallmates made, remember, over the summer? Yeah, I saw you running around wearing a long blonde wig or something. Great, that's a mental image I'm not getting out of my head anytime soon. Yeah, it's about the President of the United States. Well, it's called Akarema in our web series. Isn't that clever? Fighting other politicians that offend his country. Oh, so it's like a political drama? No way, dude, that's boring. They battle it out in giant robots. The president is red, white, and blue. It even has an ego motif and everything. That actually kind of sounds pretty lit.
I know, right?
Like a good trashy action flick.
Describe
Get Michael Bay on the phone.
Oh, I don't.
That sounds like the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Fight me!
Us being offended, like, I'd watch it.
I'd watch it! I like to watch anything stupidly American. Star and Stripe is my favorite My Hero character. I've seen her for 3 seconds on screen.
My favorite TikTok thing was when we tied with England for the World Cup. And we were like, yeah, we won! And they're like, no, it was a tie. And we're like, yeah, we won.
We won.
Just so much...
The sass.
The confidence that just because we tied, we won, even though that's not how games work. Oh, I like Americans.
Fantastic.
Anyway. That sounds like the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Is he for real?
Yes.
Of course, I'm headlining the main event. I'm the president's aide.
Oh, nice.
If you're the president's aide, you're a side character. You're not the lead. Oh, really? Well, I, for one, am proud of you, buddy. Finally found your calling. being a background character.
Oh.
I know, right? I'm gonna be a star.
Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet the physical manifestation of saying, ignorance is bliss.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Episodes are all up on the website. Just search the title, Cover Merger, and you're all set. We'll have to check it out. Are you serious? How
Wait.
else will I know how to viciously badmouth it? I can't decide whether to be offended or be impressed. Why not both?
Hey, are you two listening?
Not at all. I'm lost in her eyes. Oh. I'm sorry, what?
And the fact that I can't see her nose or any facial features from anyone, they are the sun. They are spotlights with eyeballs.
I kind of want to see your screen.
I'm telling you!
I can't see anything!
No, they're just white. They're like the same color as their shirts.
I'll mess with the settings on your screen later.
Yeah, do that later. I mean, I've been
This is
enjoying
really
it.
funny.
It's great. I've been having tons of fun looking
go.
at light bulbs.
Like bulbs in school uniforms.
Nah, I was just saying that I gotta go back.
I briefly checked my phone. 6:10 p.m. Almost Masato's curfew. Yeah, he has this thing where he goes to bed at 9:30 sharp every night. Just one in a way he's completely crazy. Disciplined, but crazy. I go to bed at 9:30 every night. 9 to 10, between that time frame.
Except for when we don't.
Except for when we don't.
Like D&D or...
Like D&D. Well, I'll be like half asleep at the table, and it's like 11, and I was like, I roll for persuasion! You're like, Fuzzy, stop. There's no one here. I persuade the nothing!
The air moves and goes, wow. And that's what you persuade.
I mean, Mad is my DM
Uh-huh.
for that table specifically.
And then we switch.
And then we switch on Saturdays.
You're the DM and I'm a player.
Yep, and I have not had a chance to DM my campaign for like 3 weeks.
No, that's your fault, not mine.
I know, I need to fix it. Okay. Yeah, this one went crazy. Still, it's best to honor that. The only thing worse than a normal Masato trying to drag me in a track is a grumpy Masato trying to drag me in a track. Then let's go. Yeah, let's go.
No, yo.
Go,
Yeah,
go.
bro.
Shoot! I was going between the voices there.
I know.
My
bad.
We get out of the restaurant and head back to the academy right as the sun starts to set. It's kind of a ritual walk with them, even though I don't live at the dorms anymore. I live at an apartment within walking distance. But since there's nothing and no one waiting for me at my apartment, I kind of just go wherever they go.
Called friendship. Ba ba ba.
Maybe it's because our stomachs are full, but we're completely silent on the way back. It's a comfortable silence, but still silence. And that means thinking. Overthinking, unfortunately.
Dude, this must have been written by a woman. Because I know for a fact that if this was a real life situation, Rui would be thinking. Everyone else, empty brain. They're just walking. They're just like,
That's a very good...
you know.
Men do have the nothing box.
I wish I had a nothing box. That sounds
Men
blissful.
in the comment section. When I look at my analytics, you are all men. My gremlin kingdom is made up of just men. We will die off one day because we are just men except me, and I'm too good for all of you. But
What are you talking about? That's so mean.
fine, I'm not good enough for any of them. That's the truth.
That's also mean. You just say, I'm good with average. And
All my gremlins are above average. My above average gremlins. Do you have a nothing box in your brain that you sit in and do nothing and think nothing and just no brain, not a thought between those eyes?
I mean,
Do you do that?
I wish. Except for when I'm like really tired. and
Oh,
out of
yeah,
it, and
then-
you just go, what?
That's because
Like,
you're half asleep while sitting up.
uh,
That's your brain trying to sleep. That is the only way a woman gets a nothing box. Anyway.
anyway, someone's
I
been
almost
screaming for a little bit.
I know, it's a siren. I almost jump as I see a group of 3 policemen race by on the opposite side of the street, approaching sirens, piercing the air with their incessant wailing. Direct our attention to... Oh no! Whoa, bro. A wave of nausea washes over me. The front of a city bus is crumpled against the back of a pickup truck. Thin
Ooh.
trails of smoke, mixed with the pungent smell of burnt rubber and scrapped metal.
Mm.
The scene is surrounded by a unit of police cars and a fire truck, along with a crowd of shaken people along the sidewalk.
Okay.
How awful.
At least they all look okay.
We can't do anything about it. Let's go. Masato and Yahiko nod hesitantly, but Rui only stares thoughtfully at me. I stare at her. She tilts her head. I shrug. And I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him.
And I say, ketchup!
I shrug. It seems to help her come to a decision, as she suddenly turns to Masato and Yahiko with a very convincing smile.
Oh no.
Hey, Masato, Yahiko, why don't you guys head on back? I got something to do real quick. Masato opens his mouth, clearly confused, but Yahiko elbows him in the side and shakes his head ever so slightly.
What?
Say, we better get back before your curfew.
Hold your horses. I was gonna ask.
Come along, peasant. Your king commands it. With a final wave, Yahiko drags Masato down the street. Rui turns her attention to me.
Oh no.
I'm inviting myself over.
Oh no.
Gee, thanks. That's what friends are for.
Oh no.
Despite the smirk on her face, I got her glancing at the ruined bus. I can't find it in me to argue with her.
Oh no.
Sure, I guess.
This isn't like an you only live once sort of thing, is it?
I hope not.
Mm.
We switch our route to a different street, remaining silent as we pass by 3 more police officers.
Mm.
He's got a little Colonel Sanders thing in the corner. Look at that! Look at him!
Oh.
And what is this? A scrub? This looks like a scrub from Bijou Mike.
Yeah, except for the coloring's off.
Yeah. We reach Myriad Apartments without much difficulty. It's a pretty decent place at a low price. A lot of Academy students are known to live here due to its close proximity to campus. Do a lot of students live here? Yeah, why? What if someone sees us? I don't want them to get the wrong idea.
Then why did you come?
I feel a little uneasy as I remove my shoes. Judging from the blush on her face, it's less that she's worried about a ruined reputation and more that she's trying to cover up certain feelings.
Oh my gosh,
Feelings
lady.
that I am not ready to deal with. Don't worry, I'm sure they just think you're one of my guy friends. I don't even look like a boy! I only smirk at her as I flop onto the sofa. This is the place I know as home sweet home. Simple furniture, random pieces of clothing here and there, and a basic kitchen crammed into the corner.
Oh, that sounds about right.
Not too fancy, but not shabby in the slightest. Comfortable. Rui doesn't seem to feel the same way. She gives everything a disapproving look as she proceeds through the apartment. I think this place has gotten messier. Yeah, so sue me. Can I actually? No. She looks over me for a moment, and something in her expression shifts. So, that bus. I sigh noisily and close my eyes. Can we talk about something else?
Well,
And then Rui does a backflip! But my eyes are closed, so I didn't see it. You hungry? Huh? He makes some omelets. Isn't that a breakfast food? Maybe it's because our stomachs are full. Instead of replying, I hear the rhythmic patter of footsteps against the carpet. In just a few minutes, there's a clack-clack of a knife against a chopping board, the gentle sizzle of oil in a frying pan, and the tick-tick-tack of chopsticks weak against a bowl of eggs. A heavenly aroma rises in the air. Didn't you just eat chicken?
I know, right? I'm like, why are you still making food? Are
Rui?
you trying to poison him?
At the lack of response, I open my eyes. It takes a little effort, but I manage to pull myself up and head to the kitchen. Rui, I stop short. Look at this anime girl side profile.
Well, and her kind of nose.
And her kind of nose.
Oh, that's such a weird face.
It's the epitome of anime girl.
Yeah, it looks like an animal, right?
It's the epitome of chibi. My favorite is anime girls are cats. A cat side profile with an anime girl side profile. They're very similar.
I know. That
Rui
nose
zeroed in
says
on the
it all.
stove, sprinkling ham and cheese over a bubbling layer of egg and humming a catchy little tune.
That's not catchy.
I know. The apron tied around her waist should be way too big for her, but somehow it looks perfect. Wait, this is Rui. Rui Hayata. Get a grip, Yama. Get a grip. Get it. Nope, no, it's too late. Ah! Welcome home, honey. You must be starving. I prepared dinner just for you. Wow, I'm so lucky for marrying such a wonderful woman, not to mention adorable. Oh, sweetie, I'm the lucky one. Look at your chiseled jaw, your beautiful eyes. I'm not the one who's a work of art, baby. Oh, why don't you have a sea pumpkin? Dinner is almost served. I simply can't wait to taste your delicious food, Angel. Oh my goodness!
I like the music in the background.
It's kind of funny.
It's so derpy.
I'm always like, get a grip, Yama, get it. Oh gosh, darn it.
I'm lost. I
What
went
you
down.
prefer, darling? What would you prefer, darling? Dinner, a bath, or me?
Ugh. Blech.
Oh, sugar, we both know the answer to that question. In
Bath.
that case, love, the first course will be your lips. My fist! I immediately jerk back to reality, the terrible vision dissipating into thin air. Well, that escalated quickly. I don't even want to know what would bring such a terrible image to mind. Rui and me married? I shudder on the inside. Obviously, part of you wants it.
Yeah, it's not that bad. She's your good friend.
Not that she's, well, bad or anything. We understand each other more than anyone else.
That's a good reason to get married.
But then we'd have to be in a romantic relationship, and romance in high school is just, well, we could end up losing our friendship entirely, which would suck.
It happens
And
anyway.
is 99.9999% likely given my great luck.
I could
Crap.
see that. You're a
What am I
terrible
even thinking
person.
about? Back to reality. But what are you making? Oh, omelets. Are you sure? She nudges me in the side, but she's smiling. Plate, please. Huh? Plate, idiot. Yes, your majesty. We keep things light and teasing as I reach into a cabinet and pass a plate to Rui. She freezes slightly when my shoulder brushes against hers, but I pretend not to notice.
No, you totally know she has feelings for you, Yama.
Yep. You're the one imagining marriage scenarios where course one is her lips, except it's her fist.
Should I use it as a pickup line in D&D
Ah!
sometimes? Well,
For
how about for
Tyrion,
course
for
one?
Becky, for
My
Tyrion.
lips.
Okay, we have this, was he a gnome?
Yeah, he's a gnome.
A gnome in our party, and he met a Goliath
Mhm.
at a nightclub
Mm-hmm.
named Becky,
Mhm.
and they're in love.
Uh-huh.
They went upstairs and did something, I'm not sure. I don't think,
I know.
you know, because
I
he
know.
texted you what happened.
Yeah, I was like, you text me what you want to happen, and I'll have it happen. Because I don't know what they want. I don't know what any of you want in a romantic relationship. I just have a general guess about the, like, type you might like. But that's about
Tall.
it. Yeah, for you, I'm like, Corvus is tall. Ooh.
Just what the doctor ordered. One premium plate, imported directly from the mystical land of Denmark. I
Danmark's
graciously accept this offering, oh humble servant. May there be lasting peace between our countries. She deftly slides the omelet onto the plate in
Okay.
one fluid motion. Oh, it was the stars in her eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you not realize that was what happened?
I was like, what the heck is up with her eye?
No, they're stars.
Remember, I have a flashlight settings, okay?
That's true.
I just see, like, this weird shape, and I have to, like, lean in and look
So
at
what
it.
is it?
I'm like, is that a triangle? Is it a star? Or is it a sparkle?
It's more of a sparkle, to be honest.
It's more of a sparkle.
She deftly slides the omelet onto the plate in one fluid motion, dipping into a slight curtsy as I dig in. The delectable flavor of mozzarella, cheddar, ham, and mushrooms explodes in my mouth.
This guy just has these foods in his apartment? Who is this man?
I don't know. Am I in heaven? What high school student has this?
I know.
We're college students, and I think we have baked beans,
Yes.
bagels, my protein shakes, cheese,
Not like we have shredded
Cheese.
cheddar cheese,
shredded
cheese
cheddar
sticks,
cheese,
and
sticks,
cheese
and
loaves.
little Gouda cheese wheels that are mine,
Yeah.
and butter. No, and Mountain Dew.
Oh, yeah.
And a single apple, which is also mine for work snacks.
Mm-hmm.
That is all we have in our fridge.
Well, we have a ketchup.
We have ketchup.
We
We
don't
also
have mustard.
We have scalloped potatoes with cheese.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We
You
made
did
that
make
the other
some
day.
of
Am I in heaven? Rui beams proudly. Is it good? Tongue out.
that. Mm.
Oh my! As if an angel made it herself. Oh wait, one did.
Oh.
Sometimes I swear that there's someone else in this head of mine.
Dude, what the heck, bro?
You're in
Just
love with her!
admit it. It's okay.
It's delicious. The genuine heart-rending smile that spreads across her face just makes my stomach sink. That's not the kind of smile you make when you're complimented on your cooking by a friend.
Yeah, no.
Just a friend, that is. She looks like she could jump over the moon. That kind of shining, beautiful smile that is only made when the smiler is utterly happy. And completely ignorant that they're utterly happy. I want her to be happy, but false hopes. It's just too cruel.
Dude, you're an idiot.
Maybe there's something I can do to put her down without hurting her. Hey, Rui, do you ever think we hang out too much? Huh?
Oh no, that's
Gentle,
worse.
Be gentle. Be the gentlest human being on earth. Except the thing I'm quite possibly worst at is being gentle. You know, high school is a time to explore, especially since we're getting ready for university and everything. So maybe we should just be spending time just, looking at other things, going to events, stuff like that. You're telling me that you're going to an event with people? I'm saying that we shouldn't be together so often. Her face immediately falls.
Dude, be tactful.
Yeah,
Tell her
curse it.
that she needs to hang out with her classmates because you're a year older than her, so you won't see her and you're worried about her friendship, that she'll be left alone lonely. That's what you do. You act concerned for a different problem, not trying to solve the one in front of you. Does that make sense?
Skirt around it till you solve the problem with another
Yeah,
solution
and then
to a
you
different
just
problem.
you pay attention to things in her life and then suggest she does those things. Right? And
That's
you
true. You are very good at giving advice.
Yeah.
I already know that my words have hit her harder than I intended.
Yeah.
After all, pretty much all we've been doing for the past 10 years has been hanging out.
Yeah, you just told her you don't want to hang out with her.
We were each other's only constant, amidst new locations, new schools, new friends. That one firm foundation that's there until the end of time.
And you just
If
said
you
no.
separated Rui from Yama and Yama from Rui, I'm not sure what you would find.
Yama and Rui in separate places.
To have me, who's always been relying on her, leeching off of her, suggests that he wants to go on his own way and do his own thing. Well, it's awfully short-sighted and ungrateful. But I guess that's what I am, really. Because I'm too scared that Rui would truly, honestly end up falling in love with me.
Too late, brother.
Not that I have any clue why she would, but insurance. Insurance is key. Look, I appreciate this, but I'm not a kid anymore, you know? I can take care of myself just fine. That's not true at all. Like, I know the place needs a good cleaning. I don't need someone else to tell me that. I attempt to soften the blow as much as I can. I like hanging out with you, but when it comes to this point, I think, I'm so sorry, Yama. I didn't mean to offend you. You what? I wasn't trying to replace her. I freeze. A sudden pain fills my lungs like I'm breathing fire. My vision spins for a moment and no, fight it! Then it's gone. My knees suddenly go weak and I stagger forward, quickly catching myself on the couch. Rui rushes forward, but I quickly throw out a hand. You see this? You're being a burden now. The words are too harsh. I regret them as soon as I slip out. And then I backslip out the door because you were mean to me! Can you just let me think right now? That's what I've always said whenever I want to be alone. Well and truly alone. The need to think has nothing to do with it, and Rui knows this. I'll be right out. Goodbye. To make her feel this way is despicable. The back of my mind congratulates me with a wry, well, you got what you wanted. She'll make some other friends now. I silently watch Rui as she slips on her shoes and abruptly fixes me with a pleading look. See you tomorrow? Because she wants to know that everything will be okay. Because she wants everything to return to normal. I should go the whole way. I should say, no, probably not, or maybe, we'll see. Instead, I send an automatic smile. Yeah, I'll see you, Rui. Have a good night, Yama. The relief in her voice is palpable. She closes the door behind her.
Okay, pause.
A lot just happened.
I have to dissect every bit of everything because that is the type of person I am.
True.
First, why is this such a bad thing? Second of all, the self-loathing in that is deep, right?
Yeah.
So much like I'm leeching off of her. She can't fall in love with someone like me, right? Because it's obvious he has some sort of feeling towards her.
Oh, definitely.
Even if it's not necessarily super romantic, but it could develop that way if he allowed himself to do that, right?
But something there is a her that is gone.
Yeah.
I'm assuming dead because of the story has a murder in it.
Yeah, I'm assuming mom, to be honest.
That he is still getting over, and she brought that back up because she's like, oh, I don't want to replace her, and he's like, I want to protect you from me because I am a problem. Maybe he blames himself for her death.
Yeah, my thing too is Rui actually has a really good mindset because when he's like, hey, maybe we shouldn't hang out, I need some distance, instead of immediately assuming he doesn't like me, he doesn't like my personality, I've done something wrong, she goes in, what could I have done that could have hurt him? Well, I know this thing hurts, so this must be reminding him of something else that hurts him, right? Instead of going, well, he hates me, going straight into, I'm the worst. She goes and finds an actual solution that makes sense, even though I don't know the context of it. Just his reaction to her kind of bringing that up makes complete sense. Yeah. And could also be the root of why he finds himself to be so despicable. Yeah. Why he is afraid of another girl falling in love with him. Because honestly, if he didn't want things to change, what he'd do is just keep things going until she brings it up. And when she brings it up, he'd say, I don't want things to change.
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And they would, because that's how it works.
That's how it works.
Right? Like, everything, the one constant in life is change, and in a relationship like that, change is gonna happen.
Always.
Right? She's already head over heels for you if you are getting the vibes that someone likes you, like really hardcore vibes, and for an extended period of time, it's too late.
Yep.
Right.
Can't back out now.
Can't back out now. So, anyway, just... It was so deep that I could just, like, keep interjecting myself in.
Yeah, we had to stop and dissect. It takes everything in me to stop myself from catching up to her and offering to walk her back. Why is it that when it really comes down to it, I can't even push people away properly?
Because that's not how pushing people away works.
True. Given my prickly personality, I would have thought that I could at least do that. Guess not, though. Guess it's just another thing to add to the list of things Yama can't do.
Pushing people away, actually. People that you hold dear and you push them away, that will never be done in a proper way, because there's always some form of toxicity behind that. If you enjoy their company, they're good for you, and you're pushing them away, that's deep insecurity there.
Yeah.
Or some form of, like, it's natural to, for things to dissolve over time, especially long distance and whatnot. But if they're a toxic person, you don't push them away, you cut them out of your life.
Yeah.
Clean breaks, right?
Yes.
So the whole idea of pushing someone away, putting some distance, is never healthy. And can never be done properly.
Nope. I kind of wonder if there's anything that's not on that list. I sit up, needing at the tense knots in my shoulders. Technically, I need to study tonight, but before that, I should try to wind down.
Yeah, probably.
Watch
'Kay.
Governmenture! Read a book.
Okay, it is past time, though.
It is past time. Dang
Yes.
it! I agreed to 45 minutes!
I'm sorry, I am the DM and I have so much crap to do.
Okay, well, we can't save yet. We have to make a decision, and then it'll bring the save thing back up.
Okay, okay. Should we be a funny friend or do something that's actually helpful?
Helpful.
Then read the book.
That's what I thought. And save. 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 Problem solved!
Okay.
Save it again. Whoops, I did it a bad. I made 2!
It's
I
okay.
made 2!
It's okay. It'll be okay. Deep breaths.
Well, that has been episode 2 of Lucid9 with Fuzzyblueninja and MadtheDragon.
Yep.
Dissecting the psychology of Yama.
Not really, just my thoughts on it.
Your
I'm not a
thoughts on Yama's
psychologist.
psychology.
Yeah.
And his self-loathing that is very evident.
Yeah.
Now that you pointed it out, I was
He
glossing
mentions it.
over.
He totally sits there and goes, I'm really good at being mean. I'm good at being prickly. I'm good at being sarcastic. Like, the only things he prides himself in is being a bad person.
That's true.
Right? Like, there's nothing wrong with having a sarcastic sense of humor, right? But if that's the only thing that you see good about yourself,
Yeah, true.
right, then it's probably not good, right? Like,
Probably.
if you're sarcastic, then and it's a part of your humor, you think you're really funny, or else you wouldn't do it, right?
Yeah.
And that's fine to think, oh, well, I'm funny, you know, I make people smile, that's the whole point, you know?
Yeah.
I over-exaggerate, there's tons of different things. Anyway, sorry. I keep trying to dissect it.
We will dissect more next week. Your queen and her associate
That's me.
bid thee farewell.
Fair.
You got